I got in such a foul mood. I don't know. I questioned my life choices yesterday for some reason. Hey, my name is Ola, and I write. It's right to say it's correct way to say that you are writing a thing. Like you're writing a thing. I'm writing a book. I am new here. I'm mostly active on Instagram, but lately I have noticed that Instagram doesn't give me enough space to yap about my writing. So I decided to try YouTube. I don't know if it will work because it is very weird to record yourself and to talk to camera. I'm not used to it. I have never talked a single time in my Instagram. So I am kind of jumping into a deep water here with this video, but this is how we do. As you can hear, probably, you definitely do. I am not a native speaker, so if I make some mistakes or pronounce something weirdly, I am sorry. This is how it is. This is the way it is. I promise that I write better than I speak, okay? Because, writing gives you time to think, and speaking doesn't necessarily. So, yeah. I'm currently working on a fantasy book. I have written 2 adventure novels before, but I have shelved both of them. One is shelved for good, for sure. It was my first, and it is bad. It's just bad. It's all. And the second, it has potential, but it is not really marketable right now, I think, because it's not an adventure like a fantasy adventure, it's a treasure-seeking adventure. But it's still new adult, because there is a corruption arc in it. The center of the plot is a corruption arc, not the treasure hunting, but the fact that it's a treasure hunting, makes it not marketable, I'm afraid. Though there is a hot guy in there, so maybe one day. That's why I'm leaving some space for a chance here. Anyway, those are shelved right now, and I'm working on the adult historical fantasy with Slavic and Ukrainian mythology. And I am now doing my first edit, basically a developmental edit. I'm fixing the plot holes where I can find them, but most importantly, I am working on reducing the word count, because the word count of that first draft was 146k, which is widely believed to not have a chance as a debut novel. So my dream was to reach 120k. See, I'm yapping already. I couldn't do that on Instagram. God. Anyway, now I've been through 2/3 of the book, and I have reached so far 128k out of 146. So I have reduced 18k. I have removed 18k. And the last third of my book is the best. So it's gonna be very hard to remove even 300, oh my god, even 3,000 out of that third part, because when I was writing it, I was very aware of the word count that is building up there. I was really trying my best not to overwrite, and when I was rereading it, I could see that there is really not much to remove from that third part, but we will try to do our best. And my realistic goal, not the dream goal, but realistic one, is 125k. Because later I can remove some more stuff with line edit, but for now, if I reach 125k, I will be satisfied. So, the following week, we are gonna try to reduce the word count to 125k, and that's that's it. Let's try doing that. My feet. So I finished the chapter just like I planned, but I only managed to remove around like 150 words, I guess, because I found one thing that I left to add for later. So yeah, I had to add that, and then there was one more thing that I left again for even later. So basically these 150 words won't stay as a progress. There is progress. I mean, I finished the chapter, so like we are moving forward, but in terms of word count reduce, that wasn't the most productive day, let's be fair. I really hope that not tomorrow, I guess it won't happen, that the day after tomorrow, the weather will be better, because now it's 20 degrees. Like, it's supposed to be summer, and it's a joke, honestly. Like, I am the person who hates heat. Actually, I can take heat when it's like 30 degrees. I'm literally dying. But 20 is a joke, and there is a wind. So I really hope that maybe the day after tomorrow it will get better, and I will finally go out, and I will take you with me, and then it will be a productive writing day. Thank you for being here with me today, and let's see what tomorrow brings.
The next day.
Hello, it's June 15th. Why? It's June 25th, so it's the next day, and today I decided that I should go out finally. I'm much more productive at the cafe, so that's where I'm gonna go. I'm taking 3 chapters with me today, and I had this idea that I will try to fix the small things in the whole manuscript till the end of this week. I will still have some stuff to edit, like to add basically, or to rewrite, so the big chunks to fix, but I will probably postpone them, and this week I will just focus on fixing the small bugs. Like, I already have quite a lot of stuff to rewrite from the previous chapters that I skipped because I didn't have mental capacity to redo stuff. So maybe I thought that I shouldn't focus on big stuff already. If I'm already skipping, then I just should skip it for now and fix what's easy to fix. So this is what we're gonna do today. So let's get ready and let's go. I am on my way home. It's a little bit windy, so I hope the AirPods will do the job. So I spent around 2 hours there writing. Like, I managed to lock in like crazy. Like, I usually take a coffee and then after an hour take another coffee, and I forgot to take another coffee today. So yeah, that was great. I managed to reduce the word count by, I think, like around 400 words, so it is a progress. Like, maybe not a huge one, but still a progress. There wasn't many big chunks to fix, and so I didn't even postpone much, maybe like one thing or two. But what's like the most important is that there was a chapter where I literally almost cried. Like, it was crazy, because the thing is, I actually rarely cry over books. I cry like crazy over movies, over cartoons, like anything emotional makes me cry, but somehow not books. Literally, I didn't cry over I don't remember what. Anyway, so the fact, like, and I especially don't cry over my stuff, because I know what's happening there. I know how I did that. I know why I did that. So when I see the anatomy of the thing, I don't cry. But this time, it didn't matter that I knew, like, how I made things. I was about to cry anyway, and this is actually, I'm so happy about that, because, like, you know, like, did I do something right? You know, that, like, this third part of the book, it's really good. There's very little to fix, and I am satisfied with that, even though, like, there is a lot to fix in terms of line edit, but in terms of dev edit, there is this part. The third part is good. Like, I really want people to read. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess this is today's update, and see you next time. Some child is running here and making sounds. I hope you don't hear them. Hey, it's the next day. I honestly wasn't going to record today at all. I just wanted to quietly sit and do the job, and then maybe if I manage to finish the whole thing tomorrow, maybe I thought I would record tomorrow, but finish the first of my 3 chapters for today. And I started having feelings, so I decided to record. I rarely have, like, I already talked about it yesterday, like, I don't cry over books. I rarely have, you know, the shivers, you know, running down my, like, skin from the book, and especially from my stuff, because, like again, I said yesterday that when I see how everything is made, like the anatomy of the thing, I don't get so impressed. Like, I get impressed at the craft when I do see that, but on the emotional level, it is not that touching to me. And in my case, like, I'm reading that, I see what I'm doing, why is it touching me, and it's still touching me. It's wow. Wow. I get it that this story, for me, dear to me, basically, because it's inspired by Ukrainian history, but not, like, it's not a retelling of Ukrainian history, like, you know, like in the Poppy War, you have just a retelling basically of Chinese history from 20th century. But in my case, it is more like different like episodes or events from Ukrainian history, taking like something's taken from like 2010s, like 10 years, and something else is from 1930s. So it's batches basically sewn together into like a one thing, which is my book. So like I get it that I might feel emotional about Ukrainian history. I really need to find a better reader who's not Ukrainian, because I need someone totally outside of the context to understand whether it's really strong what I've written, or whether it's just like it's working for me personally, because yeah, it's not about me. It's absolutely not about me. I mean, it is partly inspired by my experiences of realizing one's identity, but the events that are happening there, I wasn't there literally. I've tried reading some stuff out loud because I'm home alone today. I don't know if you can hear something. It's my cat being crazy in a box. This third part for me of this book is like it's good, apart from the fact that it is like it's hitting for me. I barely have any big stuff to fix. Like there are a lot of line edit to do for sure. There are a lot of, like maybe not a lot of show don't tell, because I was conscious of that when I was writing, but for sure the stronger verbs and stuff like that like definitely there is stuff to fix. And for example, like I tried reading a little bit out loud, and there were like some dialogue lines, for example, that read wrong. But I mean, if I didn't read right from the first attempt, it means something wrong. It means it's not really understandable. And there were a couple of sentences also like that I started to read and I was just stumbling over my own writing. So like the sentence started and then just went south, and I had to reread it like twice or even 3 times in order to get the sense of it right. So it definitely means that it has to be fixed. But these are line edits. Like other than that, the third part, I like it. The fact that I like something that I've made is impressive, because like I said, when I see the anatomy of things and when I created something, I do see that. It's basically, I rarely like anything I make because of that, partly also because I'm very self-critical, but who isn't? The mere fact that I like it is very inspiring. Actually, it's very motivating. So yeah, I guess that's all. Basically, I just wanted to share this little piece of happiness with you. So I'm gonna go on and edit the rest of today's chapters. If I'm productive, maybe I will edit a little more, and maybe I will finish earlier this part, like this stage of editing. It would be really nice. So yeah, that's it. Have a nice day and see you later. Good morning. Today is Friday, 27th, and today I hope I will be done with this stage of editing, just like I planned. Yay! I'm not finishing this draft, but I'm finishing with the small edits, like I've told you before. Today I gotta leave at 2 p.m. And now it's already 11 a.m. So I have more or less 2 hours because I will have to get ready and stuff. So even though I'm not really a big fan of sprints, because for me it takes time to concentrate, so I can have 2 short sprints because I can concentrate then, but I also can have 2 long sprints because my concentration goes away. And it's really hard to find the perfect length of sprints. I think it's gonna be 25 minutes and 5 minutes break. And I hope that in these 2 hours I will do 2 chapters, and then the last chapter I will do in the evening. We'll see how it works. So I guess see you later. Okay, so just a quick comment. I haven't finished 2 chapters because I found one plot hole that I had to fix. So so it didn't go as planned, but I will finish the thing today anyway. So right now I have this business that I have to attend, but I will do it today. I'm full of hope. It's going to be fine. Good day. It's day already, and it is Sunday. And I'm sorry, but I'm recording this too late. But the question of the day is whether I have finished that part of the draft that I was going to finish on Friday. And the answer is yes, I did. I finished it on Friday. It was so late. I didn't want to film when it was so dark, but I also didn't have any energy in me for any other activities than just go sit at the computer and play. And then I was going to record the summary yesterday, but I got in such a foul mood. I don't know. I questioned my life choices yesterday for some reason. I had a problem with believing in my writing in general, if I can do it, because it's usually with writing there is not only skill, right, and hard work, which is extremely important, of course, but it's also luck. And even though I don't consider myself unlucky, but I don't consider myself super lucky as well. I wouldn't win a lottery, and sometimes when I have this worse moods, I tend to treat book industry as a bit of lottery, and then I start doubting that I can do it. In addition, I'm not a native speaker, and despite I believe my written English is fine, I don't have this confidence in my grammar skills, and especially in my style, because sometimes I have this fear that I have, let's call it, this Slavic English. So when the grammar is correct and everything's fine, but it just reads Slavic. I can't explain it without examples. Maybe I will try finding some examples in my old writing. It seems to me that I don't have that anymore, because I've been writing in English for a few years now, and it really helps when I think in English and write in English, then it seems to be fine. Also, I have read a lot of books in English in past several years, and I know that the Englishness of my English has improved. But still, I can never be sure. I still am not confident. So yeah, yesterday I had this mood, and there is no way I'm recording a vlog summary in such mood. The beginning would be alright. It would be a theme of the vlog, something I would deal with. But as a summary, thanks everyone, I feel horrible. I didn't want to do that. So instead I decided to postpone it till today, and today I feel better. I have finished that milestone, and it doesn't mean I have finished the draft, which may sound like a fraud, But let me explain what I'm doing here. I'm the person who needs to finish something constantly, and it helps me to move forward. I believe it is common for many people because it's one of the methods actually of achieving your goals. When you take your big goal and divide it into as many small goals as possible. So this is kind of what I'm doing. Like, it's quite easy to do it with writing. So your big goal is to finish a book, and then you divide it into drafts, or you also add like creating query package, for example. All those can be your small tasks. But for me, some of these parts are too big on their own. Drafting a book is a huge task on its own. So I have to divide that into even more tasks. So it can be chapters, or it can be parts, for example, or it can be the state of the draft even. Like, so here with the second draft I'm working on, I decided to divide it into implementing the easiest things, and then into fixing all the stuff that basically when I was working on this draft, there were things that I needed time to figure. And now the goal of this draft is to make the book ready for the first beta readers. Is it beta? Is it alpha? I mean, is this book in alpha stage? I'm not sure. I had to create this maybe a little bit artificial milestone for myself, but like whatever helps me move forward, right? So yeah, I like this milestone is done and achieved. And starting tomorrow, I will start fixing things. And they are very various. Some of them are just sentences that, for example, marked as maybe delete. Or there are words. They're like singular words that I wasn't sure about meaning of them, because again, as a non-native speaker, sometimes there are words that I don't necessarily feel the vibe of, let's say. So I basically need to search that word into more contexts and see how it vibes. Also, there are literal passages that has to be rewritten. I will fix them in order, and I want to do it till the end of July, because in August I want to give it to my first alpha readers, let's say. And in August I am leaving for my university practice, which is archaeological research. Yeah, so it's a monthly practice. Like, I'll be away for the whole August. It works perfectly. It will be a month when I will be able to forget my manuscript a little bit, if it's even possible at this stage. But I will try to, turn my mind away from the book a little bit, and I hope it will be enough for my alpha readers to finish reading it. So I just hope I can do it in time. It's probably gonna be intense months of hard work, but I gotta finish it no matter the cost. Insane attitude, right? So this is where we are, celebrating a small victory, but still celebrating. Thank you for making this journey with me. I'm grateful that I could talk to someone about my writing. It's very important to me. Please comment with the sunflower emoji, because it's supposed to be summer, but now I'm looking outside my window and it's windy and cloudy and dark. So let's brighten up this supposedly summer days. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye.